Yo, what's going on? Welcome to a video on RoCitizens, one of my home games. I live here pretty much. Now this video is kind of just going to be a tour video. I'm going to go over all of my plots. Oh, look at Leafs over there. Little statue. It's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and tour my plots. Show you around some of them. I do have quite a bit of them, so this video might be a bit on the longer side. Probably the longest video I've done. I don't know why I'm saying probably. It most definitely is because I only have 4 other videos. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. I've realized something. I haven't really explained much about this game. So I made 2 videos about it, right? But there was no context, like at all. Like you had to be part of the group, part of the clan to understand the whole deal about it. So I don't apologize. I don't do that. I'm just gonna give you context, I guess. Here we are in my private server, so we don't got randoms running around. How you doing, Hard Times Henry? Can I get a high five? No. Can I get a hug? No? No? Wait. You can't do that anymore? I don't know. I kind of feel hurt. I don't know about you, but that kind of hurts me. So I've decided I'm gonna do some tours of my plots. I guess that's kind of the best way to get into this game. This isn't my club. My first build ever. It's pretty lit. I've had it forever, and play music here. I have, the Game Pass and all that, tons of stuff. So we got, oh my god, it looks pretty ugly. Anyways, tip: scroll down on performance. This last option, kind of need that on, and it makes it look a lot better. It's a little dark in here, but it's a nightclub. It's a dance club. Come on now. Also, don't worry about that. Much better. That looks a lot better. Other than that, my favorite spot up here is upstairs. We got some private rooms. You can chat, hang out. We got some hot tubs. We got some booths up here with extremely high quality designs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell this build takes the cake. This build beats everything you've ever seen. There's nothing like this. But yeah, it was my first build, so can't really blame me for anything that seems a little outdated or a little old style. The only thing that's new is the doors, pretty much, in the glass, I guess. Let's move on. So I'm not going to be doing these in any particular order, not into like the order of how and when I built them, or even in like the list, but I will just be showing them as I see fit, because I actually have no reason. I don't have any reasons. What'd you expect? You thought I was gonna tell you something? I'm just gonna show you around. There's no like anything interesting to this video other than this. We got a gym here, right? There's no UFC fights going on here. We don't hold tournaments, and we don't hold fighting championships and all that. We got a sauna. Some lockers, beautiful sauna. Yeah, we don't fight. There's no fighting. You can't fight in this game. It's not like there's emotes where you can kick, slap, and punch people, but yeah, I'm just saying jokes. This is one of my most proud things I had back then. Now it's pretty lackluster, kind of underwhelming, to be honest. But it still holds up. It aged all right. It wasn't that bad. You see, this in the club was before the whole new block limit. So now we have a limit of 6,000 items, which is insane. because before it was what 1,200 something, and now it's like 1,200 of that 6,000 can be furniture. Do with that what you will, but it's just a massive upgrade. So this, yeah, it's pretty underwhelming. You see there's no decal on the roof, it's just a flat stone black texture. I mean, the walls they hold up, but like I could really add so much more lighting, more detail. I could do something, you know. I could at least like put in bars, you know. They have those just random like metal bars that go across the ceiling. We got this upstairs. This is an office. I don't know why the door is this color. It doesn't even match. I gotta change that, but I love my custom tables. You know that? I love my custom tables. Kind of a Japanese style going on here. Kind of a Japanese theme. It just looks cool. It goes well with all the kaiju stuff, you know? And there's a little balcony. But yeah, moving on. Alright. This is where things start to get interesting. So the other ones were kind of just business, you know, like side business, not even main business. But this is it doesn't look like much. It just looks like a walled off estate with a little garage. But we will get to that. Hold on, let me change. We gotta update the drip real quick. There we go. This kind of fits the vibe of this build more. Probably can't tell yet, but we will get into that. Now, let me explain something real quick. I am not one to gatekeep. Not really. I will if I have to. If it's like my gimmick, you know, if it's kind of something that goes well with my character, I kind of want to keep it to myself. But other than that, we want to show people how to do things around here. I don't mind doing that, you know. So I'm gonna show you a little trick. You might have seen it before. If you have, that's okay. I believe you. But watch this. Wow. Anyways, other than that, we got this little garage. You know, kind of nice. Let me just park up real quick. This is just kind of like parking, not much parking. Now, granted, this is before the block limit increase, so it's not going to be massive. It's not going to be crazy. In fact, this build reached the limit very quickly, and I was pretty upset about it at the time. I can upgrade it. I just don't want to, because it's already a hassle to get in, because you have to do that, and then we have this. Now this is gatekeeping. Except for kind of the same deal. Got an elevator door, you know? Just for show. Hold control to walk. It's polite, you know? You could just walk like this. And do this. This right here is very important to me. I don't know how to stress this enough. You can type /me and do grabs TV remote. Boom. Please start using this. If you're watching this, start using this. I don't want to see your little asterisks in chat. I don't want to know what you're doing from across the map. There's no reason that I should know that you're snoring from across the map. I don't even know who you are. Please, act right. It's in the game for a reason. The devs made it for a reason. Act right. Anyways, let's move on. Let's go down. So now we have a little speakeasy type of deal. Why are the fans not rotating? What's going on? I would love if there was like a build mode. That way I can click wherever I wanted to and this little thing doesn't happen to show up. Because what if I had to like shoot at somebody, like I had to defend myself, and all of a sudden I'm storing all of my blocks and just ripping down the walls trying to defend myself. But I digress. It's a little bar, you know, a little piano. We got music that can play. We got some tables and stuff. This is the first time I've ever like went crazy on wall decals. Not much roof decal. I should have done it. I was scared about the limit at the time, but the wall decals it's not bad. it's not bad. Granted, everything past this point gets stupid crazy. It gets insane. I don't even know how I'm doing this, to be honest. But yeah, let's move on. Jump plot, you know what I'm saying? Jump plot. Now this is the combat training facility. Obviously, it's still a work in progress. It wasn't meant to be a combat training facility yet, or at all, to be honest. But the original purpose of it was scrapped. We're not going to do that anymore. So I'm just going to repurpose the entire planning to make it a combat training facility. And I've already remodeled some of the floors below to fit that theme. I'm gonna have to do the same for the rest of the floors, but I haven't even started on this upper area, so we don't have to worry about that. We could just build it as if that was the original plan, you know what I'm saying? So when we walk in, we got 2 doors, double doors. If you place them sideways against the wall and open them to close them, you can skip the whole bar in the middle. It's pretty cool, because a lot of businesses that have double doors, you would typically leave your doors open for a lot of the time that you have the plot down, and then when you have it closed, it just looks better still. So either way, it's just a good idea. You got the whole RCS agency. I can explain a little bit of what that is in a second when we get into the more detailed builds about that. But yeah, this is a little reception room. We have another one of those little things going on right here. We're not going to use that. We're just going to explore. So we got this little hallway right here. We got a garage over here. Check this out. So I've actually just came outside because I'm going to show you this garage as if I was just driving into it. So if you had co-owner permissions, you could do this as well, but you can just click on something and click move, and then just drive through, and then press Q to not hold it anymore. And to other people, it looks like you're just driving right through the door, which is amazing, to be honest. And they can't walk through it either. It's just you. So I thought that was a really cool tip. Me and the agents, we do that a lot. We used to use that quite a bit. But check this out. This is a little car lift that I've constructed. Alright, I can get out now. Then yeah, you take these little strips right here, you extend them under the wheels, and you bring this down, and boom, look at that. You got the car up on the car lift. Yeah. It's not very detailed. It's kind of empty except for this, but it looks like a garage where you can work on cars to a certain extent. So over here we got the first shooting range. Now this was a lot better than my other shooting ranges. However, it's not too functional due to the fact that it's just so barren. There's no borders, so it's pretty easy. You know, there's no challenge or difficulty. It's just, can you shoot? Do you know how to use a gun type deal? So yeah, that's pretty much it, but we can move on from that. This is supposed to be a security room. There's nothing in there though, and this is being remodeled to be martial arts, you know, sparring room, teaching people how to actually use those emotes to fight and all that. Now the second floor is where it gets interesting. So now we have a little bit of hangout, a little bit of workout, you know, all the outs, ins and outs, and then we got the advanced shooting ranges. So this first one is kind of just hexagon lights, you know, we got the blue ones being big and the red ones being small, and that's pretty much it. And then on the other side we have the more difficult one. Now this is mostly impossible. If you're not that skilled with these guns, then you're gonna have a hard time with this, because as you can see, the white ones are supposed to be easy. But I'm a bit rusty and I'm gonna embarrass myself if I try and do this on camera. Yeah, these red ones, they're kind of a lie. You will never hit them. Don't try it. We got a little meeting room right here. I'm about to show you something pretty cool that's about this meeting room. You know, I'll show you. Now this, go away. This is the office. You know, gotta have my custom table. And this one now has lights. Ooh, fancy. The fancy limited chairs. You know, it's got beams. You know, beams are great. Beams, wonderful. You can never go wrong with some beams. Some light panels with some abstract decal. You know, it looks great. It looks great. You know, some more beams and the rug. I'm overplaying it, but you know, just allow me. Just allow me. Now, see this chair? Kind of look like the one in the office, right? Ignore that. So moving on. No, I'm not moving on. No, I'm not. I'm showing you this. So we have this that takes you to the offices. I'm gonna have some offices in here. And then this is for me. When you sit, it brings me down to this conference room. Super cool, I know. I'm overplaying it. I'm sorry. Yes. Now this is where it all started. This plot right here. This beauty. I'm not gonna lie. This was impressive. You know, this was something when I first had it. This build right here is just as old as the club. Like, as soon as I was done with the club, I was working on this. I mean, I was kind of working on them side by side, but I kind of focused on the club more because I wasn't really sure what RCS was. But as soon as I was, dude, I finished this up and it was huge. And I could tell you, it's not even done. I've glossed over some things and I've ignored some things, and besides, it was kind of close to the build limit, and I'm pretty sure I hit the build limit at the time. But other than that, this was huge. And I was impressed about this. This was kind of like a little thing right here. I could use this to like mess with people in the street if they were outside the base, or I could use it as a barrier. It was kind of like a spare thing. I don't know why it's still there, but yeah, I have this little keypad right here. You know the old style doors. You don't see this anymore. This is crazy. The showers, they're actually showers, by the way. If you never knew this, I'm sorry, but yeah, they're showers. Oh, did I mess that up? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. But yeah, the best part about this little thing right here is because it's the VIA. If you could not tell, please tell me you could have told. But this is the VIA, so you can use the garage door as like an airlock door, and it was the coolest thing. It was the coolest thing. I mean, you could still get through using emotes, but besides that, it was the coolest thing at the time. But yeah, other than that, the best part about this build being a VIA is when you go to it, you know, the little teleport button, it doesn't take you outside, it actually puts you right here, which is great because I can just run around back inside, or I can run right back outside. You know, I can decide that. And it was kind of a defensive base, you know. It used to be based around PvP, you know, so that was kind of an important thing to have. Yeah, it was just for me, but you know, indoor swimming pool. But yeah, the regular experience is to sit here for reception, and then you get put into here. I have to put this sign down because some people don't get it, that if you're on the chair, people can't get up because you're sitting in the chair. So that was pretty weird, but it's there, you know. This is really old school. But right here, my first office ever, you can see the beams. You know, the beams were never new. They were always here. But yeah, this was my first custom table as well. My first office, my first beam. You know what I'm saying? The skylight was huge. I loved this skylight. You know, it's just so clean. Other than the gym right here and kind of a kitchen, there's not much. And for some reason, a one-way window right here. Yeah, there's not much going on in these other floors, which is why you can tell that I kind of skipped over some things. We got a little conference room, kind of small. It was right for the amount of people I had at the time. Not saying that I had this many people, but this many people I needed to talk to about important things, probably. But yeah, this room's empty. This room's a bathroom with little stalls. This was kind of like a stall thing I did. Kind of outdated. You can see it looks like crap. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's how doors work. Another reason why this build was kind of revolutionary was the one-way glass, you know what I'm saying? This was kind of big. I have an interrogation room. Like, how many interrogation rooms have you seen? This is nuts. You know what I'm saying? This is cool. I never even used this. Ever. But it looks great, you know? The OG training room. Sparring here was crazy. These belts used to mean something. It kind of was just your rank, but ranks don't exist anymore. And I can go over that. I just don't really want to. But yeah, I made this directly out my head. I just thought, hey, I need a rack for belts, and I made this. This was kind of inspired by something I saw. There's a shelf with nothing on it though. But yeah, and then we got these little sparring podiums, and then the mat itself. We used to do like sumo rules, so you'd start at each corner and try and knock each other off the mat. It was so fun. And back here, I don't know what I had back here, but I was gonna do something about this. I might have thought about adding chairs or something. I don't know. Yeah. In here we got a little gun prep room. It was kind of niche because not a lot of people have these at all. But in shooting ranges, not only do the shooting ranges themselves look like this, and you can have gun prepping right at the shooting range, but a lot of them don't suggest it. And they would have a little cubby area kind of deal where you can like set up what guns you're going to use. You can put the ammo in, you can take them with you, and then leave the rest of your stuff there while you take it to the shooting range, which would be through the store. This was my first shooting range, and it was kind of similar to the other one, except it had grounded targets and actual borders and stuff. These were not meant to like separate the people, because you're not going to stand here and shoot at the targets. They're meant to obstruct your vision. They're meant to be in the way so that people can learn while they're using it that if they're trying to peek over a wall, say this is a wall, right? This area is blocked off, and they're peeking over this corner, they're gonna hit the wall if they're too close, if they're not aiming right. You saw me, I was aiming directly at the target, but I still hit the wall. You gotta learn that. It's part of the game, you know, you gotta learn that. Back here, we have a little gun storage room. These are old. Credits to my boy Johnny, because he made these. And these are his models, but these are old. Even he would admit he doesn't even make guns like these anymore. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that I still have them. This was actually before the building update, where you can have really small details, you know, the 0.1 details. Before even that. So this is pretty classic, if I can say that. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much else to this build. Moving on, now we have my pride and joy. This build is insane. Now, my new builds, if you would have let me explain to you, maybe even preach to you, it embodies the absolute willpower that people have to meet build limit in this game nowadays. It is absolutely insane. However, let me just take a look at this. This is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry. I might actually cry. And I will preach to the end of time that this build is just insane. It's very intricate. I planned it out. I blueprinted every square inch of this build. And I don't want to hear anything about like, what is this or what is that? Because it was planned. All right. You can walk around the perimeter of the entire build, you know? I made sure to have that. There's little grass areas, you know? There's little details, you know? Oh my god. Let's go. Let's walk around. Let's walk around. So now we got RoCitizens Syndicate. It's not RCS anymore. RCS is the abbreviation. It always has been. But I was hiding this and I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. But this is our primary headquarters. We do have other locations ran by other people. But this is our primary location. So down here we do have a garage. And I'll go over here in a bit. But let's start with going up these stairs right here. Now, you're going to be greeted with the sponsor wall as well as these lights that look awesome at night. But yeah, we got our sponsors, other kind of like communities of people that play this game that maybe even do their own RP. They have their own little canon story, or they're just a group of friends, you know, whatever floats their boat. You know, there's tons of space you can hang out. There's tons of space you can just sightsee and all that. And then we go inside, and this is the main building right here. I got a little sign right here that explains what we do, just a little bit of the basics, and then a little bit of this and that on these little chalkboards on the floor. Just explaining things here and there. And then this is the little reception desk. And we got seats everywhere. You gotta have seats because people don't just want to stand around. They do it anyways because they're not that smart. But people want to sit down, maybe have a nice conversation with whoever's here, you know? Meet new people, all that stuff. Over here we do have the other buildings. So we have two wings. And this would be the green wing, while this is the red wing. We will go to those floors in a second, but we really should see this building first. So right here we just have some more comfortable sitting, if I should say that, and some refreshments area. You can also cook. There's a little stove over here for whoever's in charge. And then we have a more lofty type of chilling area. We got some music I can play. I usually just put on some quiet piano instrumentals and just hang out, you know? And this is great because you can just hang out and like, if you were me, I could sit here and like watch over this entire reception room without even being in the way. And that's great, you know? I can talk to people that I want to have more private conversations with without people getting in the way and trying to interrupt, just by bringing them up here. And most of the time people won't really get how to get up here, and that's great. That's a great thing, you know? If I wanted people to get in the way, I'd just sit down there, you know? So up here we have the offices. So we got offices. Some of them are vacant. This is what they look like. They're pretty empty, but we have 2 floors of these, 4 offices on each floor. And I'm not going to go into these agents' offices because I don't want to disturb their privacy. I don't want to show off what they've made, because they did customize them themselves, and I don't really know if they want that out there or if they want to keep it to themselves. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip over these 2 floors and go straight to my office right at the top. Now this is an office. Got another custom desk. It's actually a lot simpler than my other desks, but I still like it. We have some seating. That's new. Doesn't have that in my first HQ, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm skipping over all that combat training and the whole like defense type of deal, because we're not really much of PvP, yet we do have PvP aspects, and we do still use that entire separate facility for combat training, which is actually more of a better idea to do rather than have everything jam-packed in one build. But here it's kind of more for show. It's kind of more for hanging out and actually giving an impression of what we do and who we are. This is the roof, you know what I'm saying? We got a helicopter pad. Cube, add a helicopter. Add a helicopter. I need a helicopter. But yeah, we open this door, we'll go into the red building, and alright, so this is the trading center, right? So we have seats and desks for the trading agents to sit down and talk with their clients. These are typically for the traders that have reoccurring clients that'll come back from day to day and trade more items when they get new ones from other trades with other people. And yeah, that's typically because of the limit on trading. But yeah, the computers are obviously for show, you can't use them, but they're there because the agents are supposed to be referencing the RoCitizens wiki to see the full list of limited items, to see what they do have and what they don't have, and figure out a good trade with high values for both sides. Other than that though, we have these offices for more private or more extended versions of these discussions and these trades. Up here we have kind of more personal offices, you know? See, they are in this kind of default state. They can be remodeled completely, but other than that, I think most of the agents would probably rather leave it like that. They are a little bit bigger than these offices over there, but these offices are meant for anything else, you know? Like, it could be anything that you needed an office for. Like, if you were a lawyer, you could be the RCS therapist. It don't matter, you know, that you can get an office for that because you need an office, but these are for traders specifically. However, this room is not specifically for traders, it's for just anything, and this is the conference room, if you couldn't tell. Yes, it's different than other conference rooms. It's not one big long table with chairs surrounding it, because that kind of gives off the whole evil agency vibes, and we're not like that no more, you know? We were never even evil in the first place. We were just very competitive, I guess. So we wanted to give off that vibe. However, this is comfortable, you know? You can have someone come up, sit down, and they can stand here, give off presentations, give off speeches or whatever. And I could have someone referencing the Discord or the wiki or whatever. I can have a topic on the board, and there's tons of windows giving in that natural light. It's great. It's beautiful. I love it. Never want it to be too professional, but keep it classy as that theme, you know? But not too professional, because it is just a game. You never want to bore people with the whole idea of setting that kind of impression. You know, you can still impress people the way you want to impress without being boring, you know, without being kind of a dope. Now let's go downstairs and see this basement. So downstairs we have quite the show. However, it's not done. It's not done. This elevator looks great, but it's not done. Alright, this is what it looks like. It's gonna have a little bit more furniture, probably some seatings and tables, probably like a little booth where an agent will stand and kind of like get your credentials and get some type of authentication of who you are, because it is gonna be some kind of VIP area. However, I'm not exactly sure what to do down here. The original idea was a like kind of political conference room where I would have some seatings for the seers, and those are the guys that are in charge at RCS agency for the syndicate, which is RoCitizens Syndicate. And then I would have rows of chairs with a podium, and these chairs would be for leaders and affiliates of any and all other groups for this game. So Dee's Diner or Wolf Inc., any of them. And they could come in, they could request assistance, they could collaborate on projects, they could meet other influentials, you know what I'm saying? And it might not work in the beginning, people might not come, people might not see the benefit or the reason, but I have that idea, and I know what to do with it. I know how to execute it. However, I'm scared about build limit. That's always haunting me. It's always right there in the back, just watching me. Yeah, if that's a problem, I could just make it to like a little mini Club Crimson. I could have some chairs and make it just a little VIP hangout spot. But other than that, that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Leave a comment down below if you have any ideas what I should do down here. If you have a better idea than me, I might even use it. And I can credit you. If you play this game, let me credit you. I do not mind. I would love to credit you. Now this will be a sneak peek at a new project unnamed. I will not be announcing what this is here. But if you can guess what it is, I won't stop you. But I won't confirm or deny what you guess. But so far, this is what we have on this new project. I am putting all my time and effort into this project here. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but this is taking a lot. This is taking a lot out of me. You know, we got round pillars. I can make a video on how to make these if you need. Tiles in the ground with the red backdrop, beautiful. The whole round driveway, oh my gosh, dude, oh my gosh. And then when you walk in, we got these stairs, dude, oh my gosh. This is pretty much what the wall is gonna look like going all the way around. We got the roof decals. Now this is a pain in my behind, oh my lord. But yeah, I've already finished the other side of the wall. It's just this curved section that I gotta do before I can put in the floor, put in the lights and all that, and then move on to the second floor. And the second floor hopefully will be a lot easier, a lot simpler. But dude, what a project. This is taking a lot out of me, and I can't even say it's halfway done. Yeah, so let me know in the comments about that basement for the primary location, because I really want to know if that's the way to go with that. If it's even worth it. I need to know if it's worth it, because if I do that and then a lot of these groups don't even participate, then it's not worth it at all. But I could have it and then build it up, you know, and then in the future it could be worth it, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of the deal that I've had. A lot of these builds, they weren't worth it in the beginning, but then they got to it. They got to that point where they were worth it. So yeah, let me know and conversate about how you like these plots and what I should do. Should I add more? Should I remodel this club? You know, should I add more? Because it's way behind the build limit now. You know, I could do a lot here. So let me know if I should do any of that. Other than that though, there's not much to say. That's all the plots. I do have one more that I can build on. Maybe two, I'm not sure. I think they added 2 more. But I don't even have ideas for that. I'm pretty burnt out from all this, but you'll see. We'll see. Alright, that's it. See you.